Chief Minister of Nltv paid heartfelt tribute to late Im Kong Lim Chen at his funeral service, describing him as a man of integrity, intellect, and lifelong dedication to the service of the Naga people. The State Handloom Expo, organized by the Ministry of Textiles and implemented by Nagaland Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation, opened at Urban Hut, Dimapur. The Nagaland government has approved the procurement of mobile forensic vans for all districts, with work orders issued and recruitment of scientific officers and assistants underway. Nagaland student leader Kebozu Kapu, along with the Combined Technical Association of Nagaland, has issued an ultimatum to the state government to release all pending student scholarship by 14 November. Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister Diarjaniang urged village councils to preserve Naga customary laws, calling them central to the community's identity and justice system. Good evening, viewers. This is Marnigitan and you're watching Primetime. Now the news in details. Chief Minister of Nltv paid heartfelt tribute to late Im Kong Lim Chen, Advisor Information and Public Relations and Soil and Water Conservation, at his funeral service, describing him as a man of integrity, intellect, and lifelong dedication to the service of the Naga people. He described Im Chen as an upright leader who was never afraid to speak his mind. Chief Minister also reflected on Im Chen's final days, sharing that he had visited him in the hospital during his last moments. Calling him a veteran and one of the most senior leaders in the state, the Chief Minister said Im Chen's contributions to Nagaland's political and social development will be remembered for generations.
I feel that in his deathbed, the suffering he had, and the last gleams of smile on his face, I'm sure he's at peace with God Almighty. And it comforts us that he will be taking eternal rest with his Lord Jesus Christ. That is a comfort for all of us. So, in this time of grief and sorrow, once again, I, on behalf of the state government and PF party, my honorable colleagues, convey our deepest condolences to his beloved wife, Mrs. Alila, the children, grandchildren, family, and the beloved ones. I pray that God Almighty grant strength, comfort, and peace under His mercy in this very difficult.
The 22nd CBA India Region Zone 3 Conference concluded on 11 November in Kohima, focusing on policy, progress, and people. Rajya Sabha Deputy Chairman Harivansh urged legislatures to address climate change, guide socio-economic transitions, and ensure effective policy implementation. Northeastern states' achievements in organic farming, infrastructure, and ecotourism were highlighted. Minister K.G. Genj emphasized regional connectivity and Indo-Asian trade. The event concluded with a tribute to the late Im Kong Lim Chen and a cultural service showcasing Nagaland's heritage. Officers and staff of Nagaland's Directorate of Higher Education took part in a mass cleanliness drive at the Directorate premises on Wednesday. Held under the state government's directive, the initiative aimed to promote hygiene and community responsibility ahead of the festive season. Participants expressed pride in contributing to a clean and green environment. The Nagaland State Taxes Department has launched an online application for registration and payment of profession tax effective from 1st October. All liable individuals are directed to register and enroll as required. Step-by-step guidance, applicable rates, and help tax support are available on the website. The State Handloom Expo, organized by the Ministry of Textiles and implemented by Nagaland Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation, opened at Urban Hut Dimapur, featuring 60 stalls with artisans from Nagaland, Assam, and Arunachal Pradesh. The 14th event aims to promote traditional weaving, showcase craftsmanship, and provide a platform for marketing local handloom products, with Chairman Presley Benyu as case of honor.
It is a great honor to be here today to inaugurate the State Handloom Expo at Urban Hut, Dimapur. This event is a true celebration of our cultural heritage, creativity, and craftsmanship, all beautifully woven together by our talented artisans and weavers. At the outset, I extend my heartfelt thanks to the Office of the Development Commissioner, Handloom, Ministry of Textiles, Government of India, New Delhi, for sponsoring this expo and for their continued support in promoting the handloom sector across the country. Their efforts have played a vital role in sustaining livelihoods and preserving traditional crafts. I also wish to commend the Nagaland Handloom and Handicrafts Development Corporation Limited, Dimapur, for the excellent work in organizing this event. The preparation of the venue and the arrangement of stalls reflect great dedication and professionalism. The corporation deserves appreciation for providing such a vibrant platform for our weavers and artisans to display their skill and creativity. To all the participants, I urge you to take full advantage of this opportunity. Handloom is not merely a means of livelihood. It is an identity, a legacy passed down through generations, and a living testimony of our cultural diversity. Let your work reflect honesty, passion, and innovation. Be creative, carry a healthy competitive spirit, and strive to grow both as individual and as a community. Through hard work and originality, you can truly become self-reliant, in line with the national theme of Atmanirbhar Bharat Utsav. Before I conclude, I would like to extend an earnest invitation to all the citizens of our state and visitors from outside to come and experience the vibrant world of handlooms and handicrafts displayed here at Urban Hut. Each stall here tells a story of culture, craftsmanship, and creativity. Let us come together to support our artisans by not just admiring their work, but by buying and promoting locally made products, thereby strengthening our rural economy and preserving our heritage. My sincere congratulations to all organizers and participants. May this expo inspire greater creativity, unity, and pride in our traditional crafts. Together, let us keep the spirit of Indian handloom alive and thriving. Thank you. It is a great honor to be
New Nltv Sarai's Chamber inaugurated the Sagi One-Stop Center in Newland on 11 November. The center will provide 24/7 support to women, including legal, medical, police, and counseling services. Officials urge community participation for its success. Ahead of the festive season, Wokha and Baran districts in Nagaland have announced mass social work drives to promote cleanliness, hygiene and beautification of public spaces. In Wokha, the drive will take place on 12 November from 7 a.m., involving government employees, schools, colleges and the public. Activities include clearing roadsides, proper display of shops and boards, disposal of plastic waste, repainting and cleaning along highways. Both districts have urged citizens to join and foster community responsibility. Kohima Deputy Commissioner B.N. Nabubchem NCAs has directed all shops and commercial establishments in Kohima town to extend business hours up to 8 p.m. on all working days effective immediately. The move aimed at boosting business actively during the festive season also instructs shop owners to ensure adequate lighting and basic security at their premises. Law enforcement agencies will step up patrolling and surveillance to maintain public safety. Citizens and business have been urged to cooperate fully. At the 2nd CBA India Region Zone 3 Conference, Deputy Chairman Harivansh called climate change a major challenge for the Northeast, citing over 800 landslide in 2025. He urged community-based planning, disaster preparedness, and sustainable policies using indigenous knowledge and scientific research. Nagaland Deputy Chief Minister Tia Ziling urged village councils to preserve Naga customary laws, calling them central to the community's identity and justice system. Speaking at the inauguration of a new council hall, Ziling stressed the need for uniform customary laws and warned against selling village land without public consultation. He highlighted that customary practices are simple, prompt and cost-effective and must be actively practiced to safeguard Naga heritage. Nagaland Chief Minister Nefirio on Tuesday met the organizing committee for the upcoming visit and reception of Reverend Franklin Graham, scheduled for November 30 in Kohima. Rio thanked all involved for their dedication and expressed hope for a blessed and memorable event. Nagaland student leader Kebazu Kapu, along with the Combined Technical Association of Nagaland, has issued an ultimatum to the state government to release all pending student scholarship by 14 November or face mass protests. Kapu criticized partial payments released earlier as a tactic to disperse protesters and slammed repeated government delays. He urged authorities to take responsibility, rejecting excuses blaming administrative issues on Delhi. CDN also condemned the All Nagaland College Students Union for failing to act independently and warned that unresolved issues like forest card exams could trigger further protests even during the Hornbill Festival.
Our message to the Department of Higher Education and also to the concerned minister, to the government, one message: nice play. Because you knew that our number was going to be large today. You knew that people were agitated. You knew that many people are going to show up in today's protests. So in order to disperse our crowd, small amount has been given to some few students, and mui neka kwadu kumba manudu viewer kambi kobo scholarship nidile bi hala kore, scholarship dile bi hala korebe. Itu manu kange mui reply di bole munjadu sabi ami kan la elders hobi, ami kan icha student kan hobi. Imagine a scenario where your class starts from 9 a.m. and your first period ends at 10 a.m. And so you decide to show up at 10:30 a.m. The teacher, some of them, they will scold you. Some of them, they will question you, why are you late? Some will understand and some will let it slide. But if you keep on repeating day after day on a regular basis, the teacher will reach a boiling point where he or she will burst out on you, and he or she will say that this should not be repeated again from tomorrow onwards, or else I am not going to tolerate it. This is what the teacher will say to the student if the student is continuously being late inside the class.
I want to thank the media for showing your cooperation. To students can na do patam de apne na coverage diye to bishi thanks apne so ke first to kuidu le mane se aro see ina moi kotha kuchi gule to alop root hu jai huli straight to the point ni gule mane se see ansu do tai student body se it is meant to be independent and work for the welfare of the students huli bi ajila press release kan tan kina coordination grade tu la sab ti tu ansu do government la dak runner hisab te so na ajikumba scholarship paisi na huni se huli I don't know moi personally kong you hudi na paisi na I don't na jine paisi huli bisibal huli bi ta la action sa hisab ti tu ta no government la dak runner ni sina so aji scholarship possibly it should have come out from the black and white te department la side pra iman man release uchide ina jide kono official order ula lage do aji kali to kombi verbal assurance to bisas ko na pare do na because baba si na mate sob jaga de jale do protest lai babe huli si mala life to bacha time de aim in life thage to aim in life to protester grow gina ina do thaga na e huli society ra mala government of Nagaland rai mangi na compel gudisu because kwanisina see I also had an aim to become an SDO arona ekdin do engineer dongor sab Nltv chlo gona bamna thayo kitapi project purina khatom mai je huli yete I have chide exam diule chance na para tadira protest kuri na ST Nagaland la government la functioning system bi bujio parso to around when we first take join gre tam divi service rule gan bishi thake department la to service rule gan bi ekta bi follow na kore to example junior engineers kan la divi etia junior engineers kan la de say
The Nagaland government has approved the procurement of mobile forensic veins for all districts, with work orders issued and recruitment of scientific officers and assistants underway. DGP Rubin Sharma acknowledged logistical challenges due to only one existing forensic team, but said proposals are being submitted to place personnel in districts for faster response. The move follows repeated demands from citizens, civil society groups, and political parties to strengthen forensic infrastructure after delays in investigations affected public confidence. Nearly 45% of Koimadoris visit only for the Hornbill Festival. A study by the Highland Institute and French Institute of Pondicherry finds the research warns that festival-focused tourism strains infrastructure and limits year-round growth. Experts recommend sustainable eco and cultural tourism, better facilities, and planning to make Koima a year-round destination. Nagaland Police, in collaboration with the Narcotics Control Bureau, will host a two-day regional conference of anti-narcotics task forces from November 13 to 14 at Chumukidima. Officials from Northeast states, West Bengal and Sikkim will attend to boost regional coordination and strengthen the fight against drug trafficking. Gujarat police have identified security at Jamnagar railway station and other transport hubs after the deadly car blast near Delhi's Red Fort metro station. Acting on DGP Vikas Shah's orders, officers are inspecting luggage, checking vehicles and increasing patrols as part of a statewide high alert. Though no direct threat to Jamnagar exists, authorities urge public cooperation and vigilance while nationwide security measures continue.
જે હાઈ એલર્ટની પરિસ્થિતિ છે એ અન્વયે અમારા એસપી સરની સૂચના મુજબ અમે અહીંયા જામનગર રેલવે સ્ટેશને મુસાફરોની સુરક્ષા માટે સઘન અને કડક ચેકિંગ હાથ ધરેલ હતું અને દિવસ અને રાત અમે તમામ શંકાસ્પદ મુસાફરો તથા સામાન તથા બહારની આવતી જતી ટ્રેનો તમામ ઉપર પોલીસ દ્વારા સઘન ચેકિંગ કરીને કાર્યવાહી કરવામાં આવે. દેશમાં જે હાઈ એલર્ટની પરિસ્થિતિ છે એ અન્વયે અમારા એસપી સરની સૂચના મુજબ અમે અહીંયા જામનગર રેલવે સ્ટેશને મુસાફરોની સુરક્ષા માટે સઘન અને કડક ચેકિંગ હાથ ધરેલ હતું અને દિવસ અને રાત અમે તમામ શંકાસ્પદ મુસાફરો તથા સામાન તથા બહારની આવતી જતી ટ્રેનો તમામ ઉપર પોલીસ દ્વારા સઘન ચેકિંગ કરીને કાર્યવાહી કરવામાં આવે. દેશમાં જે હાઈ એલર્ટની પરિસ્થિતિ છે એ અન્વયે અમારા એસપી સરની સૂચના મુજબ અમે અહીંયા જામનગર રેલવે સ્ટેશને મુસાફરોની સુરક્ષા માટે સઘન અને કડક.
Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath attended the FIH Men's Junior Hockey World Cup Trophy welcome ceremony in Lucknow, celebrating the state's growing role in promoting hockey. He praised young athletes, emphasized continued investment in sports, infrastructure, and joined officials and players in an event featuring cultural performances reflecting local heritage.
ये मेरे लिए और प्रदेशवासियों के लिए आह्लादित होने वाला क्षण है जब जूनियर हॉकी वर्ल्ड कप की ट्रॉफी जो 28 नवंबर से 10 दिसंबर के बीच में तमिलनाडु के चेन्नई और मदुरई नगरों में होने जा रहा है, इसके 14वें HIF हॉकी जूनियर विश्व कप की ट्रॉफी आज उत्तर प्रदेश की राजधानी लखनऊ में आई है. ये मेरे लिए
Karnataka Transport Minister Ramalinka Reddy on Tuesday launched a new flybus service linking Bengaluru's Kempegowda International Airport with Davangere district. The initiative aims to enhance safe and efficient travel while strengthening public transport connectivity between the capital and central Karnataka. Officials say the service will run regularly for both business and leisure travelers.
In 2013, when I was first time minister for transport, we started for Mysore, then extended to Kundapur and Madikeri. Now today we are starting for Davangere. From airport to Davangere, airport to Mysore, airport to Madikeri, airport to Kundapur. Now this bus will not go to city. They will go to Devnalli. From Ring Road to they reach Dabaspet and Davangere. In just 5 hours they can reach Davangere. Simultaneously from Davangere to airport they can reach in 5 hours. It will be very convenient for the passengers, those who are going to airport and from airport to their place, Davangere, Mysore, like that. And
A colleague of Dr. Atil Ahmad, arrested in connection with the Delhi blast, said they work at the Sam Saranpur hospital but did not know him personally. Authorities released visuals of his residence and hospital-based police continue investigation. His link and role in the incident.
मेरा कोई इस तरह का संबंध नहीं है. यहाँ पर जितने लोग और काम करते थे मैं भी इसी तरीके से उनके साथ काम करता था. मैं भी ओपीडी में बैठा हूँ, कोई गिरफ्तारी या कुछ ऐसा नहीं है. एजेंसीज ने जो पूछताछ की थी उनका सहयोग कर रहे हैं और किया जाएगा. जब वो हॉस्पिटल भी यहाँ ज्वाइन किया है तभी उनसे मुलाकात हुई. उनसे पहले हम उनको नहीं जानते थे. हॉस्पिटल अथॉरिटी ने उनकी ज्वाइनिंग कराई थी. उसके बाद जिस तरीके से सब डॉक्टर्स और यहाँ पे काम करते हैं इस तरीके से वो काम कर रहे थे. हम 5 लोग यहाँ से शादी में गए थे. जिस तरीके से सब नॉर्मल शादी में जाते हैं, हमें बुलाया गया था शादी में, हम गए, शादी में होकर वहां से वापस आ गए.
कितने दिन पहले चले गए थे?
2 से 3 दिन पहले हम शादी में गए थे, क्योंकि हम 1-2 जगह घूमने जाते थे, वहां पर घूम कर आए थे। ऐसा मुझे कोई ऐसा जहन में नहीं है कि कोई इस तरह का लोग या इस तरह के व्यक्ति हमारे सामने कोई ऐसा आए हों। तो लगभग 6-7 महीने से यहाँ पर कार्यरत थे, और जो उनका व्यवहार था वो सभी लोगों के लिए बड़ा विनम्र व्यवहार था। कोई इस तरह का व्यवहार या उग्र व्यवहार या ऐसी चीजें नहीं थी।
आपको भी पूछताछ की गई थी क्या?
1-2 दिन बाद मुझे पूछताछ के लिए सभी डॉक्टर्स को, मुझे नहीं, सभी डॉक्टर्स को, हॉस्पिटल के स्टाफ को, सभी से पूछताछ की और सबने जितनी भी एजेंसीज थी उनका सहयोग किया और वो किया जाएगा। मकान हॉस्पिटल अथॉरिटीज की परमिशन हॉस्पिटल अथॉरिटीज को प्रोवाइड करना था, हॉस्पिटल अथॉरिटीज ने दिलाया गया था। वो भी मानवों के एक लोग थे, उन्होंने उनको मेरा कोई इस तरह का संबंध नहीं है। यहाँ पर जितने लोग और काम करते थे मैं भी।
Outside Bangladesh, BM Sheikh Hasina said her return depends on restoring participatory democracy, lifting the Awami League ban and holding free, fair elections. In an email interview from India, she criticized the Yunus interim government for harming India and empowering extremists, rejected claims of election boycott, and dismissed her tribunal proceedings as politically motivated, while expressing gratitude to India for refugees. The Maharashtra anti-terrorism squad questioned a Dani teacher after Pune-based software engineer Zubair Hankar Kikar, arrested for alleged links with Al-Qaeda and radicalization activities, was found to have held a meeting at the teacher's house. Hankar Kikar's phones contained extremist content including Al-Qaeda documents, Osama bin Laden speeches, and IET making guides, along with international contacts, though no calls were made to them. The teacher is not an accused or witness.
आई थी कल 2 बजे के करीब दोपहर में। वो सर्च वारंट के साथ आई थी और सर्च वारंट को देखकर हमने उनको घर देखने दिया। हमारा घर चेक किया, उसने सारी चीजें देखी। उसमें से हमारा हार्ड डिस्क और बच्चों का फोन, मेरा फोन, मेरे हस्बैंड का फोन, ये सब फोन लेके गए।
कुछ बताया उन्होंने? पूछताछ
हमने पूछा उनसे कि आप क्यों आए हैं, सर्च वारंट किस लिए है आपके पास, बहुत पूछा। वो एटीएस पुणे से थी और लेकिन उसने कुछ भी रीजन नहीं बताया हमको किस रीजन से वो आए हैं।
क्या पोजीशन में
मेरे
काम करते थे?
जी, मेरे हस्बैंड जो है ना साबुसदे कॉलेज मुंबई में प्रोफेसर है, मैकेनिकल कॉलेज में। यहाँ से वो लोग ये बोल के ले गए सर मेरे हस्बैंड को कि हम आपके हस्बैंड को लेके जा रहे हैं, कुर्ला में इनका एक और घर है, वो घर हम देखेंगे वहां पे कुछ है क्या नहीं, और उसके बाद आपका फोन, बच्चों का फोन और हस्बैंड को लाकर घर छोड़ के जाएंगे। बट ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं हुआ। हम 7, 8, 9 बजे तक वेट किए, कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं, कुछ नहीं। तो फिर हमने कंट्रोल रूम में कॉल किया और वहां पे हमने कंप्लेन किया कि मेरे हस्बैंड कहाँ है, कुछ नहीं, हमको मालूम नहीं, आपने कहा था कि छोड़ के जाएंगे। उसके बाद फिर वहां से कोई रिप्लाई नहीं आया, तो हमने उसके बाद सारे पुलिस स्टेशन पर मेल किए कि मेरे हस्बैंड को आपने लेके गए वगैरह, सभी सारे डिटेल्स हमने उनको भेजा। कंप्लेन आई थी कल 2 बजे के करीब दोपहर में। वो सर्च वारंट के साथ आई थी।
In a significant development, Tamil Nadu police have arrested 2 individuals in Namakkal for their alleged involvement in an illegal kidney trafficking racket. Their arrests come after a detailed investigation into reports of organ trade activities in the region. According to officials, the suspects were found to be part of a network that allegedly lured vulnerable individuals with promises of financial compensation in exchange for their kidneys. The police are currently probing the extent of the racket and whether other individuals or medical practitioners were involved in facilitating the illegal transactions. Police emphasize strict penalties for organ trade and urge citizens to report suspicious activity as part of a broader crackdown on trafficking. The father of Dr. Darjamul Islam of Kulgam confirmed that his son, who was questioned by police in Srinagar, was released at midnight and denied any links to the recent Delhi blast, calling the rumors completely false. Bihar Assembly vote counting, BJP workers in Patna have ordered 501 kg of laddus to celebrate the predicted victory, planning to distribute them among supporters. Authorities urge parties to follow guidelines and maintain decorum, emphasizing COVID-19 safety. The gesture reflects the party's optimism as voters await results in a highly contested election.
नवंबर का जो दिन होगा वो पूरे तरीके से एनडीए के लिए होली, दिवाली, ईद, दशहरा ऐसे महान पर्व मनाए जाएंगे, क्योंकि बिहार की जनता ने विकास की ओर अपना वोट डालने का कार्य किया।
किलो का लड्डू का ऑर्डर मिला।
कब तक तैयार करके आपको देना है?
हमको 14 तारीख को 7 बजे डिलीवरी देना है।
सुबह में 7 बजे?
हाँ, सुबह में 7 बजे।
काउंटिंग के दिन भी सुबह में 7 बजे?
हाँ जी।
किनके द्वारा आपको दिया गया?
ये हमारे बीजेपी के कार्यकर्ता आए हुए थे, वही ऑर्डर दिए थे।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Kala Chakar empowerment ceremony in Bhutan during the Global Peace Prayer Festival alongside King Jigme Kesar Nagmel Wangchuk and former King Jigme Singye Wangchuk. He praised Bhutan's cultural heritage, discussed bilateral cooperation in energy, trade and technology, and lauded progress on the Kelepu Mindfulness City project, highlighting the deep India-Bhutan ties before returning to New Delhi. Viewers, now we'll take a short break. Welcome back, viewers. You are watching English Primetime. Iran expressed condolences to the India over the Delhi Red Fort metro explosion that killed 12 and injured several. Spokesman Ismail Baqi extended sympathy to victims' families and wished a speedy recovery for the injured, while global leaders, including from the US, China, Japan, and others, also voiced grief over the tragedy. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met Canadian Foreign Minister Anita Anand on sidelines of the G7 Foreign Ministers meeting in Naikaria, discussing trade, energy, security, and people-to-people ties. Jaishankar congratulated Anand on hosting the meeting and welcomed progress under the new Roadmap 2025, expressing his hope for further strengthening bilateral ties. The two leaders also agreed to start ministerial level talks on trade and investment soon, building on Anand's recent visit to India. US President Donald Trump defended the H-1B visa program, saying the US must attract global talent because it lacks certain specialized skills domestically. In a Fox News interview, he argued that complex industries like missile or battery manufacturing require experienced foreign workers, not just unemployed Americans. While his administration continues its crackdown on visa abuse, Trump maintained that skilled immigrants are vital for major investment and advanced production. Indian tech professionals remain among the largest H-1B visa holders. A statue of Maharaja Jam Sahib of Nawanagar, held as the Indian Scintler, was unveiled in the southern mosque in Israel to honor his rescue of around 1,000 Polish children, including Jews, during World War II. The statue, sculpted by Sam Phillips and donated by Jerry Klinger, celebrated Maharaja's compassion and legacy, already commemorated in Poland with a street, monument, and tram in his name. Exhibitions on Indian Jewish heritage were also displayed during the event. Activists clash with security at the COP30 climate docks in Belém, Brazil on Tuesday, briefly attempting to force entry into the venue. The security staff were slightly injured and minor damage was reported. UN and Brazilian authorities said the venue's secure investigations are ongoing. Protesters, including indigenous groups, voiced frustration over exclusion from docks and unequal resource allocation, chanting they cannot decide for US without us, as negotiations continued. The Supreme Court on Tuesday extended its order blocking full SNAP payments as the U.S. government shutdown continues. Some states have received full monthly benefits while others have received none. The order expires Thursday night. The Senate has approved a bill to end the shutdown, with the House vote possible Wednesday, which will restore food aid for 42 million immigrants, though the deadline for full payments remains uncertain. Indian Asian Games medalist hammer thrower Manju Bala has been banned for 5 years by NADA's anti-doping disciplinary panel after testing positive for steroids and SARMs in 2024. Her suspension runs from July 10, 2024. Several other athletes, including Mohan Saini, bodybuilders Gopala Krishnan, Amit Kumar, Rajbandan, Sanjay Waskar, boxer Sumit, canoeist Nitin Verma and basketball player Shiventra Pandey also received bans ranging from 2 to 6 years, while sprinter Himani Chandel's 4-year ban was upheld. That's all for today's English Prime.